What's up everybody, we're back today with another video in the series of Is It Worth the Hype? We're going to be going over the Audi RS6. This is probably the most famed station wagon out there amongst enthusiasts, moms who want to go fast, and people who love German engineering. This car in particular, it's set up on a custom set of BBS wheels. They're 22 inches, so it's sitting on some dubs. And it's got a custom exhaust. I think it's just a resonator delete, but it sounds incredible. We're going to go over everything about this car and find out, is it worth the hype at a market price of almost $150,000? So let's see how it is. In my opinion, this car's got one of the coolest set of wheels out there. These are custom made for this Audi RS6 in particular by BBS Wheels, which is one of the craziest companies out there when it comes to performance wheels. And if we get a little bit closer, we can see the massive rotors on this car. Like, are you kidding me? These are crazy big, and they do more than enough to take care of this car's weight. But obviously these aren't the ceramic rotors. You can tell by the wheel dirt, and they're going to be hugged with the nice Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's. These are probably the best tires out there. They're the most comfortable tires in my opinion, and they perform better than everything available on the market. They're all around. Look at that beautiful concave on the wheels. So this is a one-of-a-kind RS6 in my opinion. You don't find much like it. So to start off, this car has some incredible hips, and it is just thick, absolutely thick. When you look at the car from behind, you're going to think it's something like a Q7, but in reality, it's going to be the RS6 that everybody loves and knows. As we can see here, it's got nice wide hips, and it flares out over the wheel, and it does a very good job of looking like a wide body kit, but from a factory level. And that continues throughout the vehicle, as you can see on the fenders, the roof, and even the front end. Audi did a really good job of stretching this thing out without making it look too bad. And right up here, we've got a nice beefy intercooler system that's going to be able to handle all the heat this engine's going to produce when it's running at almost 591 horsepower and pushing about 590 pound-feet of torque. With the all-wheel drive system, also known as Audi Quattro, the RS6 is able to take down almost anything on the road. You can put it up against the craziest cars with the most horsepower, and it's going to be able to slap it while looking like a mom's car, which is the best thing in my opinion, because if you remove that RS6 badge, no cop is going to look at you. At a cost of almost $150,000, the RS6 delivers everything that you could possibly want in one vehicle: performance, looks, luxury, comfort, and it holds its value unlike no other. Audi RS6s are as sought after as something like the 911, which we all know is notorious for keeping its value. But in my opinion, if you're looking to spend $150,000 on a vehicle and it's the only vehicle you're going to buy, I think the RS6 is a great bang for your buck. We're going to get out there and see how this thing does on the road. And here's the best part of the car: the heart, the power plant, the mecca of performance. Hiding underneath this hood is a V8 turbocharged engine that, in my opinion, is the pinnacle of German engineering. This engine delivers power like no other out there. It's got the crispiest delivery of power, and it doesn't run out at top end. Hopefully that's not a leak, but maybe the owners will thank me by seeing that, because this car has been nothing but reliable in the 20,000 miles that they've had it. No issues whatsoever, and as always, it's Audi quality engineering.
witnessing the symphony of German horses clapping all together was amazing in person. So far, the RS6 has totally won my heart, and it's one of the best cars I've ever sat in.
Another awesome feature of this car we're going to show you right now is the rear wheel steering system. This is what makes the weight very manageable, and it makes the car something unlike any other experience. It works a lot like Mercedes' 4MATIC system, but you're definitely going to feel this around turns. If you guys can take a look down here, see that the rear wheels are kind of concaving in. That to me is absolutely epic. That's what you get with quality German engineering from Audi. Super cool technology. Does an absolutely phenomenal job at corners. You can see here, takes the turn like no other. I've opened up all the doors on this vehicle to show you its versatility and comfort. A full set of 4 or 5 adults, even a family of tall people can sit in this car with pure comfort. And it has absolutely no stiffness, unlike its competitors like the E63 AMG, like the Panamera, the one that's the shooting brake. I don't know the exact name of it, give me a break on that. But everything on this vehicle is automatic, very comfortable, and just makes life very enjoyable when you're driving a performance car without compromising the quality of having a car that's going to be usable on a daily basis. As we can see here, the interior matches the quality of the exterior, especially with this gorgeous carbon fiber weave. This is in fact true carbon fiber. It is layered on, as you can hear my finger. It is a layered on carbon fiber, and as always, Audi's Alcantara finish looks incredible on this car and really ties things together with this beautiful quilted stitching. It's a nice RS logo on the seat back with red stitching throughout. This is consistent with the entire interior. We want to hop in. We'll see it's super futuristic in here. We have a total of 3 displays up front, 1 in the back that I'll show you in a minute. Car's got the same shifting system as the Audi R8, and this is what you're going to see in a Huracan as well. So it does a really nice job of tying together the supercar performance feeling with the comfort of an everyday vehicle. This is the startup sequence we get. It's got a really nice set of options that you can control from the wheel. Just your basics with your different modes, RS modes, and this is going to be able to deliver power at a different point depending on how you're feeling. I don't know all the modes, but I know there's RS1, RS2, Auto, and so on, maybe a track mode. Not too sure about this vehicle. And down here we've got a nice system for controlling your AC, controlling your seats, and it makes everything very easy to integrate without taking much away from your infotainment system. Very familiar if you guys have been in other Audis or Lamborghinis. Almost the identical system. It's got Apple CarPlay as well. And the best part about this car, it's got a full surround view camera system, which allows you to see absolutely everything. Our doors are open right now, otherwise the mirrors would be showing the top and bottom end of the vehicle. And on top, we've got a very nice panorama sunroof. This opens up all the way toward the back. It makes the car nice and bright when you want it to be, and darkens it when you don't. As I said earlier, this car is thick, and I'm not just talking about in looks. It's got some weight for sure, and that's something you're gonna feel with the RS6. I've driven cars like the M5 Competition, the E63, and the E63 wagon. Those have a very similar weight class, but they don't really show their weight. I would say that's more because a lot of the width of the car is going to be toward the back end, and you have to remember the front end of this car is also very wide. It's got a massive V8 motor in. Looking at this car overall, we can say it's definitely a vehicle that most people are going to be wanting, but I have a few points to draw from it. Number one is a sporty feeling. There are other heavier V8 German sedans that have the same weight, that have the same size, but they still maintain a sporty feeling. And what I've noticed with the Audi RS6 is toward maybe tighter corners, even though we have the help of the rear wheel steering, we definitely do feel the weight and just the shape and form of this vehicle. And it makes things a little bit difficult to handle. That's the only thing I can say I wish I could do differently. Other than that, I would have to say customizability of this vehicle. Now, it's a beautiful car, it's got a lot of options, but Audi doesn't offer too many things that you can change up on the interior. The interior options are basic and limited, especially with colors and finishes, but in my opinion, the car does a good job at implementing the carbon fiber, the Alcantara, and everything all together. I just wish there was an option to put like a cognac brown interior or maybe some kind of a red interior to make it seem a little bit more sporty. Looking at the RS6 as an overall package, I can definitely say it's worth the hype. It's got the looks, it's got the performance, it's got the feel, it holds its value, and there's nothing to be missing in my opinion. I'm not an Audi fanboy, I am a BMW fanboy by heart. Everybody knows that about me. But this Audi RS6 has definitely won my heart. And at the rate of $140,000 market pricing, I would say it's the best bang for your buck if you're looking for an all-in-one. But if you're looking for a sports car, there might be other things to look at when you consider the weight, the look, the handling, and the size. You're gonna need a pretty good garage. So thank you for tuning in today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll be back soon with another episode of Is It Worth the Hype, where we're gonna be covering a very special car, going over the features, and I'll tell you what I like about it and what I don't like. Other than that, we'll see you guys next time. Remember to subscribe and comment down below what kind of information you'd like to hear next. Thank you very much.